When it comes to Ripple Labs, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission has made what appears to be a handsome settlement offer. This has caused the financial sector to buzz with excitement. When the Securities and Exchange Commission held a crucial meeting to address their continuing settlement resolution, the suspicion became more intense. As a result of this action, many commentators have speculated that Ripple and the SEC have effectively reached a satisfactory agreement. That the Ripple SEC contract will most likely come to an end soon, within a few days, or at most a week, is a consensus among all parties involved. Please give it a solid click, hit the subscribe button, and make sure that alerts are turned on so that you may become a member of our community before we get started. These forecasts have been given more weight as a result of Ripple's recent strategic move, which involved the announcement of large exchange listings and the buyback of XRP. The massive repurchase that Ripple has made is interpreted in a variety of different ways by analysts. The fact that more than 19 central banks are interested in growing the XRP ledger and deploying the XRP coin, which is an essential component in terms of their settlement with the SEC, further amplifies the potential impact that XRP could have. Given the level of institutional participation, it is possible that the value of XRP might increase to as much as $110,000. Recent transactions have resulted in the acquisition of an amazing 9.4 billion XRP by more than 19 central banks. As more and more financial institutions begin to actively use the XRP ledger, the native XRP currency, and other coins that function within the XRP ecosystem, this is just the beginning of what is to come. This helps to explain the current success to a considerable extent. The most recent development in the Ripple CC case has been brought to the attention of a great number of experts and specialists who have suggested that the resolution of the litigation, which is nearing, may have an effect on the XRP market. Ripple Labs is the recipient of the CC's very first settlement offer, which is described in this story. Within the framework of the agreement, which seeks to bring an end to the drawn-out legal conflict, there is a substantial disgorgement fee of $770 million. It is important to keep in mind that Ripple declined the initial equivalent offer coming from the SEC. Nevertheless, the agency later signaled its readiness to work with the business in order to obtain a more favorable arrangement. It is interesting to note that this expansion is in line with the actions of some of the most influential players in the financial industry, such as the Federal Reserve, which has started to accumulate XRP in its reserves. An initial public offering IPO of XRP is expected to take place at the same time as BlackRock and JP Morgan have acquired around 7.5 million XRP jointly. This is a significant victory for Ripple Labs, particularly in light of the ruling that Judge Lid Horace made in the SEC complaint against Ripple, in which the judge determined that XRP has the characteristics of a retail asset rather than a security. As a result of this decision, other organizations will be able to utilize the XRP ledger, and there are a lot of analysts and professionals that are logically projecting that the coin might hit $10,000 as a result of this legal clarity. This is because XRP is positioned to facilitate large quantities of money that are in the range of trillions and quadrillions. But there are some people who could question the legitimacy of the opinions of certain specialists. And this is not a viewpoint held by a minority. The findings of my exhaustive investigation indicate that the widespread institutional support for this concept can be attributed to the fact that XRP has the capability of managing transactions worth more than $1.20 quadrillion. Not only is it possible, but it is absolutely necessary for the price of XRP to be $10,000. It is essential to establish the price of the currency at a high level in order to guarantee that there will be an adequate supply of these payments. This is because there is a limited quantity of XRP, and there is a great demand for it to handle these major financial transactions. A price of $10,000 for XRP is not merely an aspirational objective, rather it is a feasible one. It is of the utmost importance that the cryptocurrency be able to handle a substantial number of international transactions without experiencing a shortage of supply. Arthur Burdo, who is also the co-founder of Ripple Lab, has been quite vocal about the possibilities of XRP. He has stated that he built it with a value of $10,000 to ensure that it can be scaled everywhere in the world. The statement made by Brito that XRP has to be scalable in order to serve more than 7.5 billion users is noteworthy. Brito emphasized the significant part that XRP will play in the forthcoming transfer of wealth around the world. This is something that the Federal Reserve is paying a lot of attention to. A further validation of this position is provided by the XRP ledger. XRP and Ripple have been repeatedly rated as among the most important assets for international financial transactions in a number of surveys. This acknowledgement paves the door for increased utilization of XRP and the possibility of financial rewards, particularly for regular investors who are able to take use of its characteristics to facilitate transactions in a short amount of time. So everything is okay. First things first, gentlemen, let's switch gears and talk about the video for today. This website, which is sponsored by BNBWIN, offers a terrific option to stake money and has the potential to earn a considerable amount of money. For this particular instance, they are providing an amazing 333% annual percentage rate option. That's a pretty incredible selection of rates. Furthermore, they provide products from Binance, a cryptocurrency exchange that is well known for its uncomplicated laws and its pioneering originator of docs applications. Additionally, BNB DAO adheres to standards in order to ensure that guests have a secure experience and is completely in harmony with the environment. Taking into consideration the regulatory climate in the United States, only 2 cryptocurrencies have been granted official recognition from the regulatory authorities. The price of XRP and Bitcoin are equally susceptible to unpredictable forecasts. The analysis conducted by Google and Beans is consistent with the forecast made by Forbes, which stated that the value of XRP will reach around $60,000. This forecast was featured in an article that was headlined "The New Bitcoin is XRP," and it is headed to $59,000. Indeed, Forbes withdrew the story from its site not long after it was published, which is an interesting development, making the XRP community engage in a great deal of discussion and conjecture over the matter. A great deal of discussion and curiosity has been developed among individuals who are enthusiastic about cryptocurrencies as a result of the decision made by Forbes. All of the pricing comparisons that have been made between XRP and Bitcoin are particularly intriguing because they indicate that there will come a moment when the value of XRP will be comparable to or possibly surpass that of Bitcoin. As soon as Forbes pulled the XRP article, rumors began to circulate, causing some people to conclude that the removal was the result of an editorial change. This decision merely served to intensify the mystery and conjecture that surrounds the future price of XRP, despite the fact that some people thought that the removal of the Forbes article was due to probable legal or regulatory difficulties. There were a number of sites that provided support for this exciting development, including Microsoft Bing and Google Buy. The most essential aspect that we are going to look at in this article is, among other things, the significance that XRP and Bitcoin hold in the cryptocurrency market. These 2 cryptocurrencies have the potential to create immense wealth by enabling large-scale financial transactions, in addition to the fact that they have the ability to establish the standard. It is essential to point out, however, that I am not a financial advisor, nor do I want to provide any kind of financial guidance in the future. The expanding number of studies and publications should be discussed and insights should be shared. XRP is receiving a lot of attention right now. Wall Street titans, BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo are among the large financial institutions that are beginning to concentrate their attention on XRP. As an illustration, the Federal Reserve and the United States Treasury have made it quite obvious that they want to make use of XRP. In spite of this, they are unable to fully embrace XRP since they are engaged in a legal fight with a government agency. As a result, the classification of XRP as a security is an important subject to consider in order to successfully traverse these complicated times. If the Ripple's SEC complaint were to be resolved in a manner that was both professional and courteous, this would be the most logical course of action. Following this, a strategic adjustment ought to be made in order to make an official announcement regarding the long-standing relationships with Ripple Labs, notably those partnership agreements concerning the FedNow payment system. Ripple Labs and the authorities in charge of the financial sector have previously explored the possibility of having meetings to discuss the integration of technologies such as on-demand liquidity and currency rapid. For the purpose of facilitating speedier payment processing within the FedNow system, this would effectively make use of the blockchain feature